Listening strategy. Listening for details. More about Henrietta Lacks.
How private should your genetic information be? Can researchers use your cells for the sake of scientific advancement? Listen to the words in Vocabulary Bank first.
Vocabulary Bank. 1,
Tobacco.
2,
Diagnose.
3,
Terminal.
4,
Cervix.
5,
Tissue.
6,
Grant.
7,
Unauthorized.
8,
Insurance.
9,
Visibility.
10.
Racism. 1. Underline the important words in the following questions and decide what kind of detail you need to identify in the passage. Two. Listen to the talk about Henrietta Lacks and then choose the correct answer to each question.
Henrietta Lacks was born into an African-American family. In 1941, she got married to a tobacco farmer. Raising 5 children was difficult for her and her husband. At the age of 31, Henrietta was diagnosed with terminal cancer of the cervix and sought treatment at the Johns Hopkins Hospital. There, her tissue samples were taken without her knowledge and were sent to medical scientists for research. It was then that scientists found these human cells were the first ever that could survive and reproduce outside the body. Since then, HeLa cells, a code name that was used to hide Henrietta's true identity, have been used to achieve many different revolutions in medicine and biological science. Over the 60 years that have followed the discovery of HeLa cells, a number of people have made huge profits, but Henrietta Lacks's family has not seen a penny of it. None of her family members had even known of the existence of these cells or granted permission for her cells to be harvested. When they were informed of this unauthorized donation, her family was furious. Her daughter worried about whether Henrietta Lacks had experienced a lot of pain when her tissues were removed, and her son complained angrily that priceless as their mother's cells were, he and his family members still couldn't afford health insurance. Thanks to a documentary on Lacks and HeLa, aired by the BBC, this case gained public visibility. A science writer named Rebecca Skloot later wrote a book on this subject, and Oprah Winfrey also announced plans to make a film based on this book. At the same time, public criticism also arose, with many people blaming this incident on racism. Finally, at long last, many of the organizations that had made profits from HeLa cells began to recognize publicly Henrietta's contributions to medical research.
Question 1. What did Henrietta and her husband do for a living? Question 2. Why did the researchers name Henrietta's cells HeLa cells? Question 3. According to the talk, what did many people end up blaming this incident on?